Progressive behavioral health is a rapidly expanding practice in the Southeast Houston area. We have 2 office locations in Friendswood and Baytown. Our Friendswood location is currently located at 341 East Parkwood Avenue in Friendswood, Texas. But we are very excited to move to our new location hopefully by the beginning of next year. And it will be in the heart of Friendswood, right next to the city of Friendswood. In this exciting time, we are also excited to have a new psychiatrist join our practice. So in today's video session, we wanted to take some time to introduce Dr. Svetlana Sembrano, who is a board-certified adult and child psychiatrist, to our practice, and also to give our patients a little bit of background information about Dr. Sembrano, on what her expertise is and what her passion is in the clinical world. So hopefully people will find this video helpful and informative, and it gives them a little bit more information about our practice and our providers. So I'll start by asking Dr. Sembrano a little bit about your background. If you could tell our patients a little bit about your clinical background and start with that.
Thank you, Dr. Kayam. So I went to medical school at St. George's University in Grenada. After medical school, I went to Louisiana State University in New Orleans, where I completed my residency training. During residency, I had the opportunity to learn about all the various conditions and work with patients of all ages. I even had the opportunity to work heavily with the geriatric population and was able to do some ECT training as well. After graduating from Louisiana State University, I did my Child and Adolescent Fellowship here in University of Texas in Houston. After my training, I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, where I worked as a community child psychiatrist. I also had the opportunity to work in various settings, such as the ER and inpatient unit, where I also worked with adults as well.
Okay, great. So tell us why you became a child psychiatrist.
Well, during my residency training, when I first started working with kids, I realized that that was really my passion. Again, I enjoyed working with both children and adults, but doing play therapy with kids and working with parents and families was just something that I knew I wanted to specialize in and work with children.
So as a child psychiatrist, I know that's your passion, and you love treating kids and talking to the families. What is it in child psychiatry that you specialize in? What disorders do you treat? So what are your specific clinical expertise in the field of child psychiatry?
The specific conditions that I am an expert in are doing autism evaluations, working with kids with autism, ADHD, and mood disorders.
Okay. Tell us what a patient or a family can expect when they come to see you at Progressive Behavioral Health.
So when the family and children see me for the first time, I like to do a full evaluation, and I usually like to tell the parents that during the first session we may or may not come out with a diagnosis, but we will definitely work together so we can come up with the best treatment plan possible. Coming up with a good treatment plan usually entails collaborating with the different providers, therapists, and schools as well. Usually my goal with parents is to empower them and provide them with the tools so they can develop a healthy relationship with their kids.
Excellent. So at Progressive Behavioral Health, we have traditionally treated adult patients. We were not treating any children below the age of 16. So it is very exciting for us to have Dr. Sembrano join our practice, because by doing so, we are expanding our clinical horizons and we will be able to treat all populations. I myself, I'm a board certified adult psychiatrist and also a geriatric psychiatrist. So we will still be able to help patients in other population ranges by having a diversity of expertise within our practice. But having said that, Dr. Sembrano is a child psychiatrist, but she's also a board certified adult psychiatrist. So I wanted to just spend a few moments asking her about her clinical background in treating adult patients. So what can you tell us about your expertise in helping adults as well as children?
So even if my specialty is in children, when I was working as a community psychiatrist, I worked with adults in the inpatient unit and also seeing them in the ER. My expertise in adults would be depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder. Usually when I see adults, I would be treating them the same and providing the same quality of care as I do when I treat children.
Okay, so I guess what you're saying is your passion is still alive for treating all ages, even though you have more specific expertise in children.
Yes.
So we really do appreciate that. I really wanted to say it again that as a practice, we are very excited to have Dr. Sembrano. She brings a lot of energy to our practice. She will be primarily seeing patients in our Friendswood location. We want to serve our patients with our best capabilities and our best expertise. And addition of Dr. Sembrano is certainly a step in that direction. I just wanted to ask you what brings you to Friendswood as a practitioner. You could have practiced in other locations as well. Houston is very big, it has a lot of suburbs. So what inspired you to come to Friendswood specifically?
Well, I had been living in Houston for about 2 years, and I knew that I wanted to go into private practice. So when I was looking at different location, Friendswood was the first area that came into my mind. I think it is a great community. It is a vibrant town, and there's a lots of neighboring cities that, like Galveston or Pearland, that I can also go to. I think they have great providers and physicians, and I would love to be a part of the community, not just as a resident, but as a physician as well.
And I think what's unique about Friendswood is that it's a very family-oriented town, and most people know each other. It's a small community. So people who want to come in for any issues related to their families, they would rather prefer to go someone who's close by in Friendswood. So it will be an asset for us to have a child psychiatrist available to them for their needs. So again, Dr. Sembrano, thank you very much for your time today. Our intention is to release more videos and post them on our website. In future, we want to post videos about some clinical topics, some educational materials, so that we can help educate our patients and serve them better. I also wanted to inform our patients that we are also thinking and actively looking of getting a psychiatrist in our Baytown location, which is also a very desirable location in the city of Baytown with a large catchment area, and is in the heart of Baytown, right across Methodist Hospital. Our goal is to expand into other areas as well as we staff each one of our locations with appropriate clinical experts. So I wanted to thank my patients, our patients in our practice who have chosen us as their providers. We are very happy to serve you. We are here to help you with all your clinical needs. And if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact us. We have a website which is www.progressivebehavioralhealth.com. You can call us by calling 281-993-3733, or you can write us an email at pbhfront@progressivebehavioralhealth.com. Again, thank you very much for your time and your attention and listening to both me and Dr. Sembrano. Thank you.